Underestimating a powerful main character will only lead to regret and shame, and it's one of the fastest ways to die. Once again, I welcome you to Anime Sensei. Get ready to be entertained. When an anime character is of smallish stature, has a girly look, or just doesn't seem powerful, they'll be underrated by the opposition. Underestimating a protagonist has never worked well for anime villains. It always leads to a humiliating defeat. Now let's take a look at these 10 anime where a main character who is strong from the beginning is underestimated for whatever reason. 10. Assassin's Pride. I mean, I've heard about honor amongst thieves, but an assassin's pride, that's new for me. Whenever you hear the word assassin, the first thing that comes to mind is a deadly, badass, cold-hearted killer. And you're right to have that image in your mind too. But when it comes to the case of Kufa Vampire, he acts as an instructor to teach Melita how to use her mana, when in reality, her family orders him to kill her the moment he discovers that she has no mana. He ultimately decides to abandon his mission and trains Melita whilst protecting her secret from her family and his guild, knowing full well that if the secret is out, his life and hers will be spent. Staring death right into the eyes, Kufa took that path and seems like he won't waver from it. 9. Seiken Tsukai no World Break. This is one of those generic, obvious anime plots. Guy starts off weak, awakens power, becomes the strongest badass to ever live. This is clearly, and without say, a harem with Haimura Moroha in the middle of it all. After he discovers for is not incestuous at all. Love interest that he was so powerful in his previous lives, his power level skyrockets and he became the powerful protector of the world and savior of damsels in distress. Though it might not suit him, but damn, he is good in his role as a badass protector. 8. Brave 10. Ever watched Basilisk? Well, this show is just like it, with a war going between the Iga ninja clan and the Koga ninja clan. In the midst of this hidden war are two people, Izanami, the young damsel in distress, being hunted by the Iga, and the Chad badass protag Saizu Kirikagure, the one assigned by Sanada Yukimura himself to safeguard her and protect her, along with 9 other ninjas. And trust me, he needs all the help he can get, with Izanami being hunted down every 2 minutes or so. But as usual, our hero will come to her rescue as fast as possible and protect her from the Iga, even if it meant his death. Being trusted by Sanada Yukimura alone proves how much of a badass he is and how capable he can be in vanquishing his foes. With his 9 companions in tow, they are sure to have their hands full protecting Izanami. Oh, and just a friendly reminder, this series is rated R, so watch it alone. 7. Hitsugi no Chaika. This anime has an abundance of flawless battle sequences that will keep you guys interested and having fun for a really long time. I mean, this show doesn't give the main characters a break. It's just one battle after another for them. The trio are a powerful one, together knowing how to fight as one organism, like the fight against the sniper. It took all 3 of them to finally blindside her and neutralize her abilities. The main character, having been a former saboteur that fought in the war that ended the reign of the evil emperor, is someone who is quite skilled in using dual knives and is agile thanks to his crimson mode and lean body. His sister, however, is more of a brute force, using her hammer to smash her way through her opposition. She's quite powerful and strong in her own right, even scary at sometimes. 6. Machine doll wa kizutsukanai. Puppeteers are people able to use automatons to fight for them in their battles. Raishin, the MC, is the user of Yaya, the humanoid automaton. She looks like a young girl in a traditional Japanese dress, and at first glance, she seems human, like everyone else. Raishin, with his goal to become Wiseman, the strongest puppeteer there is, transfers to a foreign school only to score the 2nd lowest score in the whole academy, proving once and for all how much of a dumbass he is. To solidify the fact that he is an airhead and a fool, he challenges the rank 13 second-year student, the one most feared by everyone in the school, Tyrant Rex. However, as they get ambushed by other puppeteers, he proves that he's no pushover in combat and that he can handle his own in a serious fight. He even surprised everyone by fighting himself rather than only providing mana for his automaton as customary. On that day, he proved his power and strength in front of the whole school, and that carried on over the whole series, not giving up and not relenting to his opponent. Oh, and in case you didn't notice yet, this anime has heavy ecchi in it, so be careful where and when you watch it. 5. Kokaku no Regios. Someone just woke up one day and decided to put Dragon Ball Z, Bleach, and the power of hacks in one character and make it work. In a post-apocalyptic world, the domed city of Ragios roams a desolate world with nothing in it but monsters and sand. The MC is someone aiming to lay low, but as circumstances drag him into some situations, he's noticed by the commander of the 17th Company and decides to add him to their group. With the power of hacks by his side and his adept skills, this MC is as powerful as they come, tearing through monsters like butter and dismantling villainous plans in mere moments. This character is also able to ensure a win out of the most dire and hopeless situations with the power of K and the instruments they fight with called a dite. In his case, the weapon of choice is a powerful blade that can tear through practically anything, granting him Super Saiyan powers and flight. Okay, kidding, but he still flies and glows a lot, XD. 4. Hidan no Aria. The worsening crime rate in the world leads to the creation of Tokyo Butte High, an elite school where the Butte, more commonly known as armed detectives, hone their skills of becoming the agents of justice. They hone their skills in survivability, combat, gun skill, and even deduction. One particular armed detective is Kinji Toyama, an extremely antisocial and curt high school dropout who was once part of the assault division but has left it behind in search for a more peaceful life. Kinji now lives a life of leisure and quite in the logistics department, filing folders and papers to hide his incredibly powerful abilities. Unlucky for him though, he becomes the target of the Butte killer, and his peaceful days come to a stop. He's almost taken out, but fortunately saved by the prodigal area Holmes Kanzaki, who after saving Kinji's life, demands him to become her partner because of how capably strong he is as an agent of justice. 3. Sirius the Jaeger. I'm a simple man when it comes to vampires I like, and this show has it all. It has the story, the depth, the race against time, and battle between the Jaegers and the vampires over the artifact, as well as a lot of out-of-this-world battles and chasing sequences. Like when the MC chases the vampire thanks to his enhanced agility and keen sense of smell. After all, he is half werewolf, half human. With his 3-section stick, he'll hunt down lots of vampires and kills them with utter and complete prejudice. 2. He is the blessed child after the day of his birth was the day the world was shook. Every force in the world was able to notice that someone that will change the world has been born. Sinbad was nothing but a poor commoner with nothing to his name. However, all that changed the day he was able to vanquish and defeat the dungeon that no one before him was ever able to defeat, earning him a djinn equip of his own and making him a rightful king. However, this wasn't what made Sinbad so special. What made him what he is was his ability and charisma to influence others to join his cause and become his allies. When it comes to power, he is without equal. After all, he is the king of Sinduria and the only man to ever have 7 different djinn equips. To put things in perspective for you guys to consider, you're in a game where there's a 100,000 players fighting over 9 legendary armors that are limited and so powerful they each one can make you a living god. And Mr. Sinbad here already beat everyone else to 7 of those armors and made them his that he can switch through simply by willing it. And that's only his power in the anime. I won't go into the manga powers he has. That part is yours to find out. 1. Hino Maruzumo. When it comes to the word sumo, the first thing that comes to mind is big, huge, bulky guys shoving each other, trying to unbalance one another, and take the win. However, when looking at this MC, you can clearly see that he's anything but a sumo fighter's suitable physique. He is short, and his weight isn't even close to being the least required weight to be able to be an official sumo wrestler. All that doesn't discourage him in the least, however, and has him striving for higher heights, training tirelessly, and proving to everyone how really strong he is, and that his size doesn't matter in the least when it comes to how capable he is in the ring. He's strong and won't go down with simple punches to the point you might even break your arms before putting a dent on his toned body. And with that, we conclude our video. If you enjoyed this list, I want you to smash that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe and press that bell icon to keep you notified of all our new videos. Also, comment down below on the anime you like the most on this list, and if you're planning to watch any of them. And if you have any suggestions, place them in the comments as well. Until next time, see ya!